Here's a question that trips up almost every homeowner. A storm rolls through with wind and hail together, and now you've got damage on your roof. But which one actually did it? Because the answer changes what your insurance company pays for, and sometimes whether they pay at all. Let's clear this up. Wind and hail damage look different, act different, and get treated differently by insurance adjusters. If you know what you're looking at before someone else tells you, you're in a much stronger position. Let's start with hail damage, because it's the one most people picture when they think storm damage. Hail hits your roof like a hammer, straight down or at a slight angle. On asphalt shingles, it leaves round or irregular bruises. These are soft spots where the granules, that's the gritty coating on top of the shingle, get knocked loose or pushed into the mat underneath. Sometimes you'll see the black, shiny asphalt showing through where granules used to be. Run your hand over it, and it can feel like a soft dent, almost like touching a bruise on skin. Hail damage tends to be random. It's scattered across the roof in no particular pattern because hailstones fall wherever gravity and wind take them. You might also see it on other soft metal around your property, things like gutters, roof vents, or window screens. Dented gutters or dinged air conditioning fins are actually a good clue that hail was involved, because those materials show impact easily. Now, wind damage tells a different story. Wind doesn't hit the roof, it lifts it. Strong gusts get up and under the edge of a shingle and pry it upward. That's why wind damage often shows up as shingles that are lifted, curled, creased, or completely missing. You'll usually see this pattern concentrated in specific spots, especially near roof edges, corners, and ridge lines, because that's where wind pressure is strongest. It's directional too. If the wind came from one side of the house, you'll often see more damage on that exposed side. Missing shingles are the classic wind sign. So are shingles that look fine from a distance, but flap or feel loose when you check them, because the sealant strip underneath has broken free. You might also notice creasing, which looks like a fold or crack line across the shingle, caused by the wind bending it back and forth. Here's the tricky part. A lot of storms bring both. High wind and hail often happen in the same system. So your roof might have hail bruising in the middle of a slope and wind-lifted shingles along the edge, all from one afternoon. That's actually the most common scenario, not the exception. Why does telling them apart even matter? Insurance. Most homeowners' policies cover both wind and hail damage, but some policies have separate deductibles for each. And in certain regions, particularly ones prone to hail, insurers may have specific hail exclusions or higher hail deductibles written into the policy. If your adjuster classifies damage as hail when it was actually wind, or the other way around, it can affect your payout or even whether a claim gets approved. This is worth double-checking against your specific policy because coverage details really do vary company to company. So let's say you're standing in your yard, you've spotted some damage, and you're pretty sure a storm's to blame. What now? Rule number 1, stay off the roof. I know it's tempting to climb up and see for yourself, but roofs are dangerous even on a good day, and after a storm the materials up there may already be loose or compromised. It's not worth it. Grab a pair of binoculars and look from the ground, or send up a drone if you've got one. Better still, let a professional do the climbing. That's what they're for. While you're down there, start building your case. Take photos of everything you can see from ground level. The dented gutters, the dinged-up siding, shingle debris scattered across the lawn. All of it helps paint the picture later. And the more you've documented before anyone gets on the roof, the stronger your position. Then bring in a qualified roofing contractor for a full inspection, ideally before you file your claim, or at least right alongside it. A good one won't just glance up and hand you a verdict. They'll get up there, photograph the damage location by location, and walk you through what they're seeing in plain English. This is hail, this is wind, here's how I can tell. Now, not every contractor is worth letting on your roof, so it pays to ask a few pointed questions before you hire anyone. Are they licensed and insured in your state? Can they actually show you photos of the damage, or are they just telling you it's there? Do they know how your specific insurance company handles storm claims? Because that varies a lot. And the one I'd weight most heavily, are they willing to meet your adjuster on site and walk the roof together? A contractor who says yes to that is a contractor with nothing to hide. And then there's the other kind. You know the type. Shows up at your door uninvited a day or two after the storm, clipboard in hand, pushing you to sign something right now before the special pricing disappears. Slow down. That high-pressure move is a red flag all by itself. But if anyone promises they can get your deductible waived, just walk away. That's not only shady, it's actually illegal in a lot of states. Treat it as the serious warning sign it is. Okay, let's talk money, because it's usually the first thing on your mind. The honest answer is, it depends. Costs swing hard based on how bad the damage is, what your roof's made of, and what contractors charge in your area. So take any figure as a starting point to verify with local quotes. A few isolated shingles might run you a couple $100s. A full replacement after a serious storm can climb into the thousands, even tens of thousands, depending on the size and material of your roof. And that's exactly why it helps to know your roof's size going in. Walk into a conversation with a contractor or adjuster already having a rough idea of your square footage, and you're a lot harder to fool. The free Roofing Squares calculator over at roofexplain.com does this for you. Plug in a few details, and it'll estimate your roof's measurements. So you're negotiating from a place of knowing instead of guessing. That's the whole game, really. Know what you're looking at, know roughly what it should cost, and don't let anyone rush you. If this helped you sort wind from hail, do me a favor. Hit like, subscribe for more straight talk roofing advice, and I'll see you in the next one.